Hey everyone, Shack Redemption here for the 2012 off-season, what should be our final off-season, question mark, as Shaq continues to play, and that was the goal, was to go until he retires. He still didn't retire, so here we are. We did have a few Hall of Famer, no we didn't, we had none, and seeing that this was on here confused me. Because usually it only shows up if there were people actually inducted. I will say that I saved Jason Kidd from retiring, so that could have been it. He was slated to go into the Hall of Fame, but because I saved him, maybe that appears just blank. That's my guess. That's my hope. This was what I was remembering. One jersey retirement, Sharif Abdurrahim for the Kings. Couple changes for logos, and then the Nets moved from Jersey to Brooklyn. We won the lottery again. We had, I think, was it 345 or 456? I think it was, I don't remember. All I know is the one that won, I believe, was originally supposed to be fifth. So that happened. And then we only have 5, 6, and 8 otherwise in the 10, or the top 10. And then we've got a whole lot toward the end of the draft that we'll have to trade, kind of like last year. So we're going to go ahead and get into the draft, and I can show you who's in it there. I did upload the new class, or the edited class. Pacers on the clock, no offers, because we're going to get Anthony Davis. Unibrow is coming to the team. Fine doing that because Love is a restricted free agent, and we had some kind of fillers in at the big positions. Durant's been starting at power forward, so AD's probably sixth man, possibly as a rookie. I don't know, no, not sixth man, but he's the main backup big guy. He's about going to be as good as Cousins, so we're going to go ahead and pick him. And then with the 5th pick, you got to imagine somebody's going to be there of Lillard, Beal, Middleton, Draymond. I think those are the ones, and then even Drummond would be, I think, fine. So we're gonna pick AD. He was not the consensus, I don't think. No, somebody said Draymond was going 1. Everybody else says he's going 5. So let's get AD and see what happens. The Bucks go with Dame Lillard. How about that? How fitting is that Damian Lillard just got drafted by the Bucks on the day he got traded to the Bucks? That's cool. Hornets go with Beal. Heat go with Drummond. So it's going to leave Draymond or Middleton as the best guys left. Draymond's going to have more potential, I would imagine, and probably a better fit for the team. Of course, I can't see everything because we didn't scout everybody all the way because the class wasn't finished. So Draymond's the highest on all of these. I think we are going to draft Draymond. I've been trying to limit how many rookies I have each year, but when you can get All-NBA players, I think you take them. So let's go ahead and get Draymond. So we'll have Davis and Draymond here, really to be main 2 power forwards. So the team's actually maybe getting better. And then we're on the clock again. This is where we either choose to get Middleton. Are we losing any wings? No. No. We are potentially losing Westbrook because he is going to be a restricted free agent as well. Which, I mean, Paul and Rondo. Middleton definitely wouldn't play. Leonard was playing power forward, which I don't know if he still will. Durant's starting power forward. So we could use another wing, but I kind of wanted to see if I can get rid of it. It looks like the answer is no. Barnes is the consensus number 6. We don't have 7, we have 8. So it looks like Middleton's probably going 7th. Although this one has him going 11th. I kind of want to draft Middleton and then trade everything else. Let's do it. So we'll have 3 rookies this year. Barnes goes to the Kings. Now we're back on the clock. See if we can get rid of this 8th pick. We can for the Spurs. That's LeBron James's team, so not great. So we're going to go propose and see who has some picks they can trade. It's not the Sixers. The Bucks have 15 and 16. They did just get Damian Lillard to join. Oh yeah, this was the team that got all the picks last year because I traded for Boogie Cousins. Wow, this team's going to be awesome if we simulate further. I did talk about, even if I'm not controlling the Pacers anymore, just seeing how things play out up till current day. And it seems like the Bucks could be really good now. Alright, so I don't know that I want their picks. The Wizards are an option. They're aging, probably not getting any better. The Bulls are good. Cavs were good. Celtics only have one they can give me. I feel like the Wizards are looking like the best option. We could do the Mavs, but they're really good as well. The Wizards did have 2, right? Yeah, they can give 15 and 16. The Mavs are good. I don't want theirs. The Nets have been decent. Yeah, they're looking pretty good still. The Spurs, that's LeBron. How many years does he have left on the team? Possibly only one more, so that's not a terrible idea. They were giving... I might be able to get 14, 15, 16 with something else. The Thunder have been good. The Warriors don't look that good. They've got kind of old. They do have Iggy. Well, he's getting older now at this point. So the Warriors are an option. The Magic don't look super good. They've got DeMar and Hayward who are getting better still. The Wolves got Kyrie. The Grizz have been decent. Bobcats were pretty awful. But John Wall and Marc Gasol are a pretty good duo. Alright, so we're going with the Wizards. I would think they would do this. No? Okay, well, we'll give you that. And they get Deion Waiters. Looks like Michael Jordan in that jersey. The Celtics are trading their pick with Aaron Brooks for Kyle Lowry. So the Hornets, who drafted Kemba Walker, and I questioned it because they already had Kyle Lowry, now free up the starting point guard spot to get the 9th pick and draft JaMychal Green. Well, not exactly Kyle Lowry worthy. Huh. Warriors go with Jay Crowder. Sixers go with Austin Rivers. Pacers back on the clock. I don't think there's anybody else I'm going to be looking to draft here. No, we're just going to trade them all. Let's see what pops up. So we had the Spurs and the Bobcats were an option. We don't really want the Bulls or Mavericks. The Warriors were another option. I think I'm going to go with the Spurs first. We're going to try to get, all 3 of their future picks. 14, 15. Because if they lose a LeBron, I don't think they're going to be all that great. So let's just work our way up here. 24 and 27. No. Okay. 24 and 23. No. 23 and 22. Well, that's interesting. 22 and 20. Wow, that seems like it should be a trade. I wonder if yeah, I was wondering if I just like do something different. I don't know which pick that Nets is. Where's the Nets at? 19, that seems fine. So we're getting 14, 15, 16 for whatever this is, and 19, sure. And the Spurs get Jared Sullinger. Pacers back on the clock. The Warriors were one we were aiming for, and the Bobcats were one. Let's try to get the Bobcats first. And I guess once it gets to be a star and a half. Oh, still no. Interesting. Well, in this case, maybe I just give them these last two. There we go. Alright, they get Satoransky, Magic, get Myers Leonard, who wasn't in the draft class, because I think maybe he was removed from the game last year or something when he got suspended or cut, because he's not in the draft class, but he's obviously on the game because he's on the Bucks. So I brought him over, and the other guy was Dion Waiters. No, not Dion Waiters. It was Tony Roten. Tony Roten wasn't in the draft class, but he's on the historic Grizzlies team. So, good job, 2K. Alright, where's that Warriors? There's the Warriors. 15, 16. I think that's all they had for me. Yeah. Warriors go with Jeremy Lamb. Bucks, Bulls, Thunder, Grizzlies. I feel like the Thunder are going to be getting worse because Richardson and Davis are older. Yeah, let's do that. They get Mo Harkless. Pacers get some trade offers. I think the offers of 2 picks is done. So we either go straight up with somebody, maybe a bad team, the Magic, decent. The Suns, how good were the Rockets? I don't remember. Oh yeah, they were good because they got Dwight. Nets were good. The Knicks, I can't tell how good they were, but they looked pretty good. Kings are almost always bad. They are a bit younger, though, on their way up, but still not very good. I don't really want that. I can't have that. So let's just do that. Will Barton to the Kings. We got 4 more to go. The Celtics are the ones who just got Lowry. They were really bad. It doesn't make them all that much better, so let's just do that. They get the first fake guy of the draft. Spurs go with Terrence Ross. That's smarter. Clippers, Hawks, Jazz have Curry. Suns still have Duncan, right? Yeah, and Aldridge. So Clippers and Hawks. Let's look at the Clippers. Conley, they were pretty good, but might not be by then, so sure. Fake guy. Grizz get Fournier. See if the Hawks are still on there. They are. They were really good, but a couple guys are free agents. We'll just take it at this point. Fake guy, and get some offers for this one. Bucks again. Bulls again. Jazz again. Maybe the Hornets have not been very good. So let's go with that. And they can draft fake guy. Tony Roten there, Bobcats. I'm not sure if there are any more real people. There is at least one. Well, there's one. Tyler Zeller to the Hawks. Trade 29th pick for Omar Sheik. Kent Bazemore to the Thunder. And the last pick is traded for a future first, so the Rockets can get a fake guy. Festus Ezeli to the Wolves. And see, there's still one guy I'm remembering. He's the worst real player in the class. I imagine he'll get drafted. Maybe. He's got to be better than all these fake guys. There he is, Tyshawn Taylor to the Rockets. I was not expecting to see him in the class, but he was. And there we go. All right, we will sign all three of these guys. Obviously, only one of them will be 23. Davis can't be 3. So I'll have to think about numbers. We've got options for Harden and Cousins. Yes, please. Pau Gasol and Tony Parker are becoming free agents. So maybe I should have taken the Mavericks picks. If he doesn't go back, he might still. And I don't see any other declines. Taj Gibson. Qualifying offers, sure, we'll do it for now, but I don't think either of them are coming back. We're letting the UCLA duo move on to greener pastures. Pau Gasol, all sorts of teams giving him offers, and the Mavericks are not one of them. Interesting. Hello, Wario, welcome back. Kevin Love to the T-Wolves, that's kind of fun to consider. The Heat are here too. So, and there's the Cavs, although they're lowballing him. So I'm probably going to have to make that call very early. Kevin Garnett's a free agent. Bring him back happily, but he doesn't want the minimum. Michael Beasley, probably going to get matched, although maybe not. I meant to make Billups a point guard again. He was a shooting guard because he was on the same team as Tony Parker. And Ray Allen, probably going back to the Bulls. Russ. I hope the Hornets don't sign him. That makes no sense. They trade Lowry away after drafting Kemba, and now they're going to sign Westbrook. Wizards make some sense. All right, let's go see. How many players does that say I have? 2, 6, 10, 11, 13. So we've got Paul and Rondo. We've got Wade and Harden that can both play point guard, so I'm not too worried about having a third point guard. Although I need to make Harden second position point guard now, probably. Thompson and Middleton can both play small forward. We're super young at shooting guard. We got Draymond, that's probably more of a power forward. Obviously what he's more known as. Durant's starting at power forward. So we need a center and a power forward, probably. So looking for probably veterans at this point, because we're very, very young. We've got 8 people, 23 or younger, and only 3 guys 30 or older. So, see if we can find somebody that fits with a minimum. Birdman would definitely be an option. But first we gotta let Love and Westbrook go, probably. I don't know if it'll let us sign these guys. I guess we can try. Let's try Birdman as one. And Dollenbear was fine. How many? So Birdman has 11 badges. We tried to get him last year, I remember, and couldn't manage it. He got stolen away. Alright, power forward wise. Somebody with badges. Matt Bonner was on the team last year with Dollenbear. Haslam was the other guy as well. Wouldn't mind bringing Haslam back. Or we bring Sean Marion in. He's not quite a traditional power forward, but he might have some neat badges that he can hand off to others. And he started as a Pacer, right? Yeah, first we traded him right before his rookie deal was up. He's still hopefully good at defense and rebounding. He's not great, actually. He's a good defensive rebounder. We don't have money to do anything, right? It's minimums only. So, I don't think Garnett's ever gonna be okay with the minimum, so that's not an option. I think Sean Marion's gonna be the way to go. Let's do it. We've had Corver before. Alright, Westbrook's gonna accept the Hornets. It's so stupid. Love to the Celtics. We're agreeing those. We're not matching these guys. Sure, renounce. Fine. Alright. Now it's a matter of just seeing where people go. Kenyon Martin might finally be leaving the Knicks. He's played 12 years in New York, and now the Knicks aren't even giving him a contract offer. The point guards in this class, free agent class, pretty good stuff. I mean, Nash is only 82 overall at this point, but he's 38 years old. Andre Miller, Darren Williams, Jason Kidd, Jameer Nelson. Point guards are good stuff. Bulls, see if they can keep Allen and Rose. Craziness. Alright. DeAndre Jordan, he's on the Knicks as well, but I imagine they'll match him. Now Ray's getting a whole bunch of offers, still not as good as the Bulls. Dragic has been the 6th man to Steph Curry, except when Steph Curry's been hurt. Alright, now those two should be on the team officially. Westbrook is back here, so the Hornets decided not to offer him, or not to agree to the deal, and because I didn't get rid of his cap hold, I still have the rights to him. I'm pretty sure it won't let me match now that I'm out of moratorium based on how it's behaved in previous off seasons, which is fine. We don't need it. Let's take a look at the team here. We should be full. We've got 5 small forwards, but like 3 of them are playing power forward, more or less. Birdman's here. Gotta fix some numbers at some point. That should be fun to figure out. I like it. I like this as the potential last hurrah for the Pacers. We're going to go ahead. Westbrook's now going to the Sixers. Hopefully they didn't bring back Tony Parker and Chauncey Billups, because he's going to have the same issue. Yeah, now it's going to say over the cap limit. Okay, decline that. Let him go. Jay Williams going to be a Hawk for life. Battier has been with LeBron on the Blazers. Looks like he might still, but he's getting more money elsewhere. Kid I kept back for one more season. He's hopefully joining a championship contender. I don't think that would be the Magic, unless DeRozan goes up a whole lot. I'm not sure who on this list would be a championship contender. The Nets, maybe. Let's keep going. What about now? Magic. The Mavericks, now that would be a good idea for him. That's Pau Gasol, as long as he went back there. Josh Smith. And I don't remember who else. Darren Williams has been on the Magic and is going back, it looks like. Now Nash is getting an offer. Hey, he can be on the Mavericks. He's already been on the Suns. Now he's going to be on the Mavericks. Maybe join Powell. Again, that is if Powell's there. Iverson, where's he going? The Suns, I think. I was going to say, that's where he started. So maybe he'll finish his career in Phoenix. 2-year deal at 37 years old, I would hope so. Lou Williams getting all sorts of offers, most likely going back to the Hawks. Nash has 5 offers now. The Warriors. Iverson has 11. The Suns still leading the way. Marbury, who was last on the Nuggets, is looking like he's not going to be on the Nuggets. Haslam's going to have a chance to play for somebody, it looks like, versus... How many games did he get in for me? Like 3? 5, my bad. Played a total of 31 minutes. There he goes. He gets 4 offers. Grizzlies were one of the teams he played for, right? He played for them twice. Alright, let's just go on through, and then we'll see where people end up when we get to progression here. And let's go position by position. Chris Paul went up 1. Rondo stayed put. Paul's a little better at threes. He's almost perfect at passing. Rondo went up at 2. They're both 91 at perimeter D. They're both amazing at stealing. Got a little slower, a little weaker. Lost a stamina point. Overall, pretty good. James Harden's 92 overall and is now better than Dwayne Wade. Klay Thompson went up 3. He is 96 and he is 97. Oh my. Harden got better at passing. That's good to see. Still can't play any sort of defense. Okay. Durant and Kobe stayed put. Kawhi goes up 3 and Marion went down 1. He also lost... They have 7 badges? He lost a badge, I believe. How many badges does Harden have? 30. So he's 3 better than Wade, but has 12 fewer badges. Wade has the most. Durant got better at mid-range. Kobe got worse at drawing foul. That's gone down a lot over the last several years. He's getting even slower. He's like not even going to be able to move by the time he retires. Just think about that. If he goes like 5 more years. Ugh. Alright, 80 just got drafted, so he stayed put. 68 threes. He only has 4 badges. Cousins goes up 4. Shaq only went down 1, sadly down to 16 badges. Birdman still has all 11 of his and didn't go down in overall. That's cool. Boogie's nailing the threes. Shaq keeps going up and passing for some reason. His rebounding's out of the 80s. His stamina's down to 71. I really want to keep starting him. We'll see if it's possible. Okay, let's find out what happened. Shane Battier has left the Portland Trail Blazers to join the Detroit Pistons. He is now their best player. This team does not look good. Jeremy Lin's going to keep scoring a whole bunch, it seems. The Rockets look the same. Dwight stayed put after a crazy good year. Stoudemire down 1. Peja goes down 3. Everybody went down on this team. LeBron's up 1. Gilbert's down 1 after they pretty much tied in scoring. They did not do much in terms of help for LeBron. They brought back McGrady after they traded him year before last. Suns still have their big man trio. And added Allen Iverson, who's down 3. Still looks like might be starting for them. I mean, that's a quick. Are they still fast? No, Iverson cannot move, and Barbosa's not very fast either. Thunder, Richardson goes down. Jennings Ilyasova up. Barron down. Brook Lopez left the Spurs, so they did not match his contract. That seems silly. Let Brook Lopez walk. Bismack was maybe their starter last year. Monta Ellis is just not going to be good, I guess. 75 is where he's topping out. The Blazers have 7 players. It's an interesting strategy. Nobody went up, and they don't have a shooting guard. They've got a fake shooting guard. Warriors, Iggy goes down. He's their best player. They did get Steve Nash to be their point guard. They're kind of old. They're looking kind of old. Paul George went up 6. I think some of that is because I made him a small forward at the start of the season, but I think some of it's also that he's hitting his groove. So Hibbert stayed at an 80, and they drafted Drummond. That seems kind of redundant to have a dominant blocker and a dominant rebounder, but they can't play at the same time, but I bet they will. Kemba went up 4. They do have Noah and Whiteside, which is also kind of silly. They drafted Bradley Beal. So backcourt of Kemba, a 22-year-old Kemba and a 19-year-old Bradley Beal. That's not bad. DeRozan up 2, Hayward up 4, and Yow's on his way down. They brought back Darren Williams. This team's decent. Kyrie's up 4, Serge went up, but not a whole lot of help. Jameer Nelson left the Nets to go to Toronto, so he replaces Jason Kidd as their point guard. They still have Roy, who went down to Caron Butler, Turkoglu. They're missing a center. I guess it could be David Lee. Grizzlies, a lot of people going down because they're getting older as well. They did steal Kenyon Martin from the Knicks, so him and Jermaine in the front court, Mo and Manu, and then Vince Carter and Artest. So this is a pretty deep team. I think it's at least a playoff team, but they just don't have anybody like superstar level overall wise. Bobcats got Michael Beasley away from the Pistons. Wow. So Wall, Beasley, Gasol, and a young Teague off the bench. Not bad. Not bad at all. Cephalosha is probably the starting shooting guard for this team. Or I guess Beasley's a power forward. Beasley might be a power forward because I don't see anybody else that's doing that. You can see LeBron is barely better. Well, not barely, but James Harden just shot up to second in the league in overall. We got Russell Westbrook, who did join the Sixers. They no longer have Billups or Tony Parker, but he joins a young Blake Griffin who's stuck at 80 overall, but that's an explosive duo. They have Vucevic, who they drafted last year. They just drafted Austin Rivers. Team's got some potential. A lot of youth up here at the top. The Bucks, this is fun. So Bradley goes up 4, Butler goes up as well, so they're tied now for the best. Tristan Thompson up 3. Telfair's even going up for some reason, age 27. They drafted Dame. I was hoping Telfair would go down, so then Lillard would for sure start, because Avery's probably a shooting guard here. Jimmy may be a small forward. I don't know. Tobias has. They got a lot of options, a lot of guys they can play. So still maybe not. I don't even know if this is a playoff team, but next year it's going to be potentially great. Wizards didn't do much. Cantor goes up 3. They signed Steph. Bulls kept their 4 together, so they got Rose and Allen to come back. Allen and Dirk go down 1. They got Haslam. They're still missing a center. They just have not had a center to put with these 4. Cavs, Tyson Chandler still their best player, well tied with Crawford. Favors goes up 1. They got Kevin Garnett, I guess, to be Favors' backup. I don't care for that. Granger's going down. Kevin Love. So the Celtics put together rather good duo. So Lowry they get from New Orleans, going into his 7th year, and Kevin Love. Pacers didn't match, so 5th year Love. And along with Lance, who went up 3, he's a 79 overall. Perkins is a respectable center. Rashid's on his way out. And they don't have a small forward. So maybe they'll sign one as we enter the season. Conley Verjao was on the Clippers last year. Didn't remember that. Red's down a couple. Jamison's down. Well, they're still decent, but not great. Hawks got Jay Williams back, so the guy who only played 1 season in real life is entering his 11th, all with the same team. Horford's up 1, Wallace down. They brought Lou Williams back as well, who stayed at an 81. For the Jazz, they did keep Dragic with Steph, who went down 1 because of his injury. I think it was his knee. He's going to be super, super slow. They already had Odin. They did not have Gooden, so Gooden's new to the team. I don't hate this team. I'd rather they had focused on a shooting guard instead of bringing back Dragic, but I guess they could start together. The Kings stole Pau Gasol, so no longer a Dallas Maverick. Pau started with the Pacers, got traded before his contract expired, or his rookie deal. He goes to the Mavericks for several years, makes them a contender, and now he's on the Kings, who have really, really struggled as a franchise, but have a pretty good core. Millsap, Holiday, and even Evan Turner went up 2. They get Andre Miller as a veteran backup for Drew. They draft Harrison Barnes. This team has some potential. The Knicks, DeAndre Jordan goes up 2. He's one of the best players in the league at this point. They lost Kmart, though. Ryan Anderson's going to step into the starting power forward, it looks like. Although, probably should be Boozer. Stevenson down. Josh Howard down 3. Lakers have a whole 7 people as well. This team is not looking good when 2 of them are fake. And they don't have a small forward. I guess Ronnie Brewer could be it. Hopefully they sign some real people so they're not playing a whole rotation of fake people. So without Powell, the Mavs are looking a little thin. Jason Kidd probably is going to wish he changed his mind or wish he chose a different team. They have Bibby, similar overall. Kid's 5 years older. They traded for Omer in the draft. This team is not going to be nearly as good as they were before. The Nets are the ones who stole Chauncey Billups, so they already had Devin Harris playing the shooting guard because they had Jameer Nelson and Ricky Rubio at point guard. And now, maybe I choose between these two. One of them is going to be a point guard. I don't know. I'll look to see what position they played this year and probably make the decision based on that. They don't really have a small forward. It's Richard Jefferson, who's down to a 75. Nuggets got Tony Parker, so another guy who started as a Pacer and then went to Philly, and they've got a lot of the same guys they've had for quite a while. Andrew Bynum comes over, so the Kings had Bynum, they got Pau Gasol. Bynum comes over to Denver. Not a bad lineup, but I don't think it's going to be super deadly. And then we're back to the Pacers. All right, let's go get past the Summer League. I'm not going to stop now. We're going to see where the 2013 NBA All-Star Game was. It was, looks like Houston. Oh my gosh. Guys, stop getting hurt. Not Memphis. Let's go to Houston. And we'll go ahead and use the 13 class and probably see that Giannis is on Team USA and the best player in the draft class, even though that obviously was not the case at the time. Let's take a look. We got Oladipo. We got the same guys that are in this every time. Charles Barkley Jr. looking pretty good. Dennis Schroeder. There's Giannis, Cody Zeller, Rudy Gobert, Otto Porter, Steven Adams, Nerlens Noel. I just don't understand, like, if you're going to have this world designation, like, why do people like Rudy and Giannis not have it? And Schroeder. Nicola Melli's on here, though, and he's got a real picture. Interesting. And Campazzo is here, even though he didn't come over for a long, long time. Daniel Tice is down here, also with a real picture. Not sure what's up with that. Let's advance. Alright, chemistry is 76. I haven't really looked at that much at the beginning of each year. Let's go ahead and see what they have going on here. I will say Shaq's gonna start as much as he can. We might have to rest him like we have before. I'm gonna go ahead and make Durant a power forward. He's been the power forward for the last couple seasons. He doesn't go down in overall, so there we go. I won't do my full rotation right now, but just to give an idea of what it's going to look like. I feel like Harden's going to play a whole lot. We had him at 20 minutes before. We'll try to make it more since he is, the best player on the team now. So if we do it based in overall order, it should be these 5 and then Clay's left out, which might be the way we go. Might be fine like that. Let's just go ahead and see. So if we do, let's take this down a little bit. Gotta have some more minutes to play with. If we stick him around the 33 he played the last couple years. Wade, I think I did something similar, Kobe as well, so 33 is going to be the main starter number. Durant I had a bit higher because he's younger and a little better. Shaq was playing 20, but I don't think he's going to be able to do that. He's probably going to play like 15. So if I just do it based on positions, Harden's a backup for either Wade or Kobe. I guess it's Wade. Cousins would have to play a whole lot. That's 33. But Davis is going to play some of that. So Rondo's 15. Leonard's 15. So we'll split Cousins and Davis a bit, because Davis can play some center. So he is going to play quite a bit as a rookie. Cousins played 20 minutes a game. I feel like that's a pretty good split, 25-21 as the first pick. We might actually have a rookie in the all-rookie team if he plays that many minutes. We usually don't have that, because even Kawhi is the number one pick last year, only got in 37 games. So Rondo's probably going to be kind of the odd man out here. So 15, give those to Harden. I want to get Harden more than that. I guess if this is Leonard's first time in the rotation. I was hoping Harden would be the sixth man, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that based on how much Cousins needs to play. So I think it's going to be something like that to kick things off, and then we'll have another lineup ready to go with Shaq out, which will be Cousins starting at center, Davis as the backup center, and then probably Kawhi at power forward, and Clay comes in as the backup small forward. Probably what it's going to look like. Alright, well I just decided to do that while I was live because I knew this video was going to be a little bit faster because I kind of sped through the draft. So before we go live with what I think will be the last season, season 30, I will get things ready to go with numbers and positions and all that good stuff. And yeah, should be sometime soon. As always, thanks for tuning in. Two Shack Redemption's out.